Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me from downstairs from the Fitchburg Senior Center, it's Amy Jordan.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm great.
One of two social workers down there, you and Sarah, hold up the fort.
That's
and
right.
I know are very, very, very busy social workers.
Yes.
And we certainly appreciate you taking the time to come up here and visit.
Thanks.
And we know we're pre-taping this.
Yes, we are.
Because somebody
Is going to Florida.
That's not fair.
I tried to do a remote, but
I wouldn't agree to it because I would be too
think we had
jealous.
enough technical capability down there.
Yeah, no, I just couldn't. No way.
No. I'll report back when I come back about how great it was.
Fantastic. Meanwhile, our residents here who are stuck in Wisconsin during the transition time.
Right.
No, it's pretty nice outside, so we can't complain.
No, we can't.
All right. Well, let's talk about a serious topic, as it were. And you're talking about a grant that's available out there. Kind of give us an update here. So
there is an organization here in Madison called the Alzheimer's and Dementia Alliance. And this grant is not new, but for some people, it might be new. It's for people that are caregivers with loved ones. It could be a grandma, it could be a spouse, it could be a sister, it could be a daughter, it could be a cousin, whoever. It's for caregivers that are caring for people with a memory impairment. And it's a $1,500 grant. There are no income limits for this grant. It can be utilized one time per year. How somebody would go about making that connection between the grant and the money would be contacting either Sarah or I. There are some basic questions that need to be answered and a document that needs to be signed by their physician stating that they do have a memory impairment. It could be anything from Alzheimer's disease to dementia, Friedreich's ataxia, frontal temporal lobe dementia, Huntington's disease, Pick's disease, progressive supranuclear palsy, vascular dementia, and Wilson's disease. So all those kind of fit within this grant. And the grant can be utilized in a number of ways. It can be used to help the caregiver perform tasks around the house. It could be used for cleaning. It could be used for respite. It could be used for another caregiver coming in so that person can get out. I've just done 2 in the last 2 weeks. The money does run out, so it's first come, first serve. It's not a hard application, and it's really great for people who might be performing the hard job of caregiving. We all know that's super stressful.
Yeah, and the city took a stance, with the dementia-friendly city and stuff.
Yes, we did.
And it's been great to hear, again, the continuing getting the word and out there, and that there's these resources out there, because these type of mental health stuff or cognitive diseases are becoming more common, unfortunately.
They are. We're seeing a lot more of it, whether it's environmental or what we're eating or what. Who knows? Right. But I think that people need to know that this grant isn't just for people who are low income. It's for caregivers, specifically for caregivers. So even if you have money, this has no income eligibility. So it would be worth your while to come in and at least inquire about it and use the money that's there.
And let's just take a step back. Maybe a diagnosis just came down that your spouse has something going on with the memory. What would you advise a starting point for maybe if they were coming and visiting you?
A starting point for us would be having those initial conversations and reaching out to the Alzheimer's and Dementia Alliance, because they have a whole bunch of programs and groups that people can attend that may be just in the beginning stages of a memory impairment. So making those steps initially are really crucial to somebody's longevity and their ability to cope at home.
Yeah, and it's a 2-part, it's not only as a patient part, but at the caregiver too.
Yeah.
I mean, these are 2 serious areas. And
caregiving's hard work, especially if you're doing it 24/7. And a lot of these caregivers are, we want people to reach out and make those connections so they aren't getting fried at home taking care of their loved one, because it's high burnout. It's not like you can go to a job and take care of somebody and leave. You're there all the time.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of work. And but the good thing is there is some resources out there, and this grant is one of those that pieces that could help you. So again, if you want to get information on the grant, they need to stop and talk to you or
Yes,
Sarah
they do.
to get the info. So,
That's right.
Where else can they find you then if they're looking for more information just to talk with you? What would you suggest?
I suggest they either call or stop over. I mean, we're not always in the office, but a phone call is always great, or an email. We're down at the senior center in the lower level. Just stop on by.
Yeah, you guys are pretty nice down there, I gotta say.
And we've got coffee and treats, so.
Well, if that's not enough to get you to stop by.
Lots of lures to rope you in.
Oh, boy. Well, Amy, I appreciate it. Tell Sarah hi for us, and have a safe trip. And
Thanks.
We'll see you back here next month.
All right, bye.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. It is Talking Fitchburg.